On her wedding day, she believed she was stepping into a fairy tale. The dress was perfect, the vows heartfelt, the promises everlasting. Guests cheered as she walked down the aisle, her heart racing with joy. But sometimes, behind the brightest smiles lie the darkest truths. And in just a few short months, her perfect love story would unravel into a nightmare, when she discovered the man she married was living a deadly secret. They met by chance on a rainy afternoon. She was seated at a cafe, working on her laptop, when he offered to buy her a coffee. His charm was effortless, his smile disarming. Over the weeks that followed, they grew inseparable. To her, he seemed almost too perfect. He remembered her favorite meals, called her every morning, and never failed to open the door for her. Her family adored him. At gatherings, he fit in seamlessly, telling jokes, helping with chores, even winning over her skeptical father. But her closest friends weren't convinced. They noticed the late-night phone calls, the vague answers when asked about his work, the way he avoided talking about his past. She brushed their concerns aside, blinded by love. Within a year, they were engaged. Soon after, wedding bells rang. She believed she had found her forever. It began with a locked drawer. In their new home, she noticed how protective he was of one particular desk. He always kept the key with him, never allowing her near it. Curiosity turned to suspicion. One afternoon, while cleaning, she found the key taped under the drawer. Her hands trembled as she unlocked it. Inside, she uncovered a collection of items that sent a chill through her body. Driver's licenses, 5 of them. Each carried his face, but under different names. Alongside them, a gun wrapped in cloth. A weapon she never knew existed. Her mind raced. Who was this man? Why so many identities? Why the gun? That night, she confronted him. But his reaction wasn't anger, it was silence. He brushed it off, dismissing her questions with a cold, "Don't ask me about things you don't understand." Terrified, she waited until he left the house, then returned to the drawer, studying every detail. Tears rolled down her face. Her dream husband was hiding a life she couldn't recognize. A life that felt dangerous. She didn't know where to turn. But deep down, she knew she couldn't ignore the truth. With trembling hands, she carried the evidence to the police. What she didn't know was that detectives had already been watching him. For weeks, they had tracked a man involved in fraud, arms trafficking, and organized crime. Now, her testimony and the IDs confirmed their suspicions. Police wiretaps revealed him making late-night calls, switching phones constantly, speaking in codes. Surveillance footage placed him at locations tied to criminal operations. The deeper they dug, the worse it became. Bank records showed hidden accounts. Old fingerprints matched unsolved cases. He wasn't just lying about who he was part of a larger network the police had been chasing for years. For her, every revelation was another dagger to the heart. She had trusted him with her future, but in reality, she had been living beside a man who thrived on lies and danger. When the trial began, the courtroom buzzed with whispers. Reporters lined the benches. The story of a newlywed bride exposing her criminal husband had captured public attention. She sat in the witness stand, tears in her eyes, as she described how she found the IDs and the gun. Her voice shook, but her courage never faltered. The defense argued he was misunderstood, that the IDs were for protection, that the gun was for safety. But the evidence painted a different story. The fake identities, the recorded calls, the financial crimes, they all told the truth he tried to bury. The verdict was swift. Guilty. He was sentenced to decades behind bars. As the judge's gavel fell, she felt a mix of relief and devastation. Her husband, the man she once adored, was gone, replaced by the criminal he truly was. Walking out of the courtroom, she realized she wasn't mourning him. She was mourning the dream of the life she thought they would have. In the months that followed, she rebuilt her life piece by piece. She carried scars, emotional wounds from betrayal, but she also carried strength. She had faced the truth, no matter how painful, and had chosen survival over silence. Her story is a chilling reminder. Sometimes the people we trust most are the ones who betray us the deepest. Love can blind us, but truth always reveals itself. So, what would you do if you discovered the person you married was hiding a deadly secret? This has been Dark Truth Dispatch. If you found this story gripping, don't forget to subscribe for more true crime tales of betrayal, lies, and shocking secrets.